Good evening, everyone. RJL 518 presents Inside Pitch, the 1985 World Series. This is Robert. We are here at the Astrodome. Tonight, it's Game 5 between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros lead this series 3-1. Very simple. Astros win, and it is over. Yankees win, we go to Game 6 back in the Bronx tomorrow night. If the Astros do win it, we will have a season recap and, of course, next season reveal show. That'll be tomorrow night as well. So welcome here to the Astrodome. Does my 1985 replay come to a final end tonight? Yankees and the Astros, Steeler fan, of course, first to join us at the Astrodome, as I'm pretty sure the dome foam is flowing mightily. I am pretty certain about that. Will the Astros put it to bed tonight, or will the Yankees force a Game 6 in the Bronx? Anything can happen. Anything is possible. The dice have definitely been going the Astros' way. We'll see if it goes for one more game. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros tonight will be Mike Scott. Mike Scott is 1-1 for the postseason. He's had a couple of no decisions. Scott, of course, was the losing pitcher against the Yankees in Game 1 of the series when the Astros got shut out. Since the Astros got shut out, since that game, the Astros have put 26 runs on the board in the last 3. So obviously, we'll see if that happens tonight, or will they continue to hit the way they have been. Fans here at the Astrodome are cheering. There is not an empty seat anywhere. This is the last game at the Astrodome for no matter what happens tonight, whether win or lose. It's the final game, not an empty seat anywhere. Standing room only. They actually have fans sitting on top of fans. It's crazy here. It's loud. Let's get going. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder Ricky Henderson. Henderson batting .333 for the postseason. I got some more colored dice today, so now I should be able to have at least both colors from most teams. Blue will be top and orange will be the side. Here we go. Yes, dome foam, dome dogs, foam finger. Here we go. Mike Scott's first pitch, Game 5 of this World Series, is underway, and it starts with a 5-4, and that is going to be a hit by pitch. That 15 is going to be way out of the park. Henderson will swing 3-1, and he flies out to center. Out number 1, and that will bring up the left fielder Ken Griffey. Griffey batting .245 for the postseason. Scott will pitch. And that's a 3-3. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Scott. He had 137 of them in 85. That brings up the first baseman, Donnie Baseball Mattingly. Mattingly batting .333 for the postseason as well. Scott with the pitch. 3-6. And that is a walk chance. That 4, he walks Mattingly. So Mike Scott gives up a 2-out walk. First walk given up by Scott. Mattingly will trot down to first. And that will bring up right fielder Dave Winfield. Winfield batting .157 for the Bronx Bombers. He is their lowest rated hitter in the lineup. Am I checking the strat? Yes, I am. Strat says it's 6. Nothing happening. Scott will pitch. 6-4. That's a double question mark. The 7, Winfield, a righty, a 1 would be an automatic out. That's a 17. It's too high. Winfield will swing. 4-3, and he flies out to center, and that will end the inning. Nothing across except a walk for the Yankees, and we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees Ron Guidry. Guidry is 3-0 in this postseason. He has yet to lose. He does have, I believe, one no decision somewhere. Not entirely sure, but he is 3-0. Ron Guidry shut the Astros out in game one. The Yankees know they're going to need some sort of same type of performance if the Yankees want to go ahead and get this series back to the Bronx. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman Bill Doran. Doran hitting a lot better lately, now batting .290 for the postseason. Guidry will pitch. 4-2 against the righty. That is a blank. Doran switch hitting from the right side. Doran 6-3. That's a star two, and he flies out to center. That's the first out, and the next batter will be shortstop Craig Reynolds. Reynolds batting .321 for the Astros in the postseason. Reynolds with the pitch, 4-2. Guidry with the pitch, 4-2 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's going to be a star 4 and a ground out to short, out number 2. Guidry gets Reynolds to ground out. And now the batter, first baseman Denny Walling. Walling batting .351 for the Astros. In the postseason, Guidry with the pitch. 5-2 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's a star 5 and a fly out to center. 1-2-3. Go the Astros. After 1, no score. We go to the top of the second. For the Yankees, third baseman Andre Robertson. And, of course, he came in for the injured Mike Pagliarulo in the second game of the Yankees postseason. Pags was lost for the rest of the year. Scott will pitch, 5-2. That is a walk. Robertson, that's a 9. It's too high. Robertson will swing 5-4, and it's a base hit past short, a single for Robertson. Robertson continues to hit the ball pretty well. He's actually batting .385 since coming in for Pags. The Astrodome subtracts 1 from walks. That's all it does. Robertson goes to first. That will bring up the catcher, Ron Hassey. Hassey batting .359. Checking on the strat, see if anything happening. The 14 says no. Scott ready to deal. Here's the pitch. 1-1, possible error. Hassey will swing 1-1 himself. Ground ball to first. And that ball is hit to Walling. His error rating is a 12. That is a 1, and that's going to be an error on Denny Walling. Walling picks it up, ready to throw, and he just falls out of his hand, and it drops to the ground. And that is going to be a 1 base error on Walling, and everybody's safe. And that's an E3. First error on the Astros. Puts runners at first and second, nobody out. And now the batter will be second baseman Willie Randolph. Randolph batting .239 for the Yankees in the postseason. Checking on a strat, see if anything happening. 20. Scott fires, turns around, fires to second, and Robertson gets back. Thought they could maybe get a pickoff on Robertson, but Robertson got there back in time. Now Scott will pitch to Randolph. The infield is halfway. Scott with the pitch, 5-1. Strikeout, that 11 is high. Randolph will swing, 6-5. He flies out to center. That is out number 1. Robertson's base running rating's a 2. On a fly ball to center field, it becomes a -1. He will stay at second and won't try anything. Next batter is the shortstop, Bobby Meacham, who's been overachieving for the Yankees in this postseason. No longer he is still their leading hitter in terms of at-bats. He's batting .371, even though Robertson has the higher average. Scott will pitch to Meacham. We'll see if there's a strat. That 7 says no. Robertson on at second. Hassey at first. Scott will pitch. 3-4. That's a range play at the park. Astrodome says 2-3. And that's a base hit to center field. Possible double, but it's a range play first. The ball is hit to Cruz. His range is a 3. Does he take a single away from Meacham? Yes, he does. What a play by Cruz. That is out number 2. It's a fly out to center field. That would have scored Robertson automatically. 2 outs. What a play by Jose Cruz out there. Needed a 3 and got a 2. Robertson stays at second. That will bring up the pitcher, Ron Guidry. He uses pitcher hitting card number 0. Ron Guidry had absolutely no hits at all in his entire career, so he uses the lowest of the hitting cards that are available. Doesn't mean he can't get a hit. He can get one off a range play, pretty much. That's the only way he'll get one, or an error. So he uses my hitting card number 0, designed for pitchers that had 0 average throughout their entire career. And Ron Guidry was one of them. Never got a hit in his life. 2 outs. The infield is back. We will check the strat. And that is a 2. Robertson going to stay where he's at and no hit and run. Although it actually make a difference. And I'm not going to bunt because a bunt doesn't help you here. So Guidry's going to chance to swing away. Pitch from Scott. That's a 5-4. That's a hit by pitch. That 7 is high. Guidry's going to get a chance to swing. It's a 6-6, but it's a star 5 and a lazy fly out to left. And the inning is over. The Astros get out of it. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. For the Yankees, as they had a chance to get a run in there, but couldn't do it. Scott gets out of the jam. Bottom of the second. Jose Cruz leads off for the Astros. He's in center. Jose Cruz made a great play out there in center field. That definitely saved the run. Guidry will pitch. And that's a 5-6. Strikeout, 13 is high. Cruz will take a swing. 4-3. Ground out to second. One man down, and that will bring up the left fielder, Kevin Bass. Bass is batting .347 for the Astros in the postseason. Guidry with the pitch. 5-6. Strikeout. 14 is high. Bass will swing. 1-3, and he grounds it to short. A very easy play there for Meacham, out number 2. 2 outs, and that will bring up the right fielder, Glenn Davis. Davis is in there against lefties. He is the platoon guy with Jerry Mumphrey, and Glenn Davis bats against left-handed pitching. He is 5 for 12 for the postseason. Guidry will pitch. And that's a 6-5. That is a home run chance. Davis against the lefty. That's a 20. That's a 5. See you later. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep to right. It's gone. Home run, Glenn Davis. Ron Guidry finally makes a mistake and pitches Glenn Davis a terrible meatball. Davis put the Parmesan cheese on it and the spices and turned that into lasagna. It is gone. 1-0 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! First run given up by Guidry in this series. He gives up the homer to Glenn Davis. Here's the catcher, Mark Bailey. Bailey batting .268 for the postseason. And Guidry will pitch. And that's a 2-1 error on a throw. Bailey will swing. 1-2. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Meacham. His error rating is a 10. That's an 8. Meacham throws the ball wide. He throws it wide. Does Mattingly prevent the ball from getting past him? His range is a 2, and yes, he does. He does not prevent the ball. Bailey's base running rating is a 2. Does he take second on the bad throw? No, he doesn't. He stays. That is an error on Bobby Meacham. That's an E6. First error on the Yankees, and allows Bailey to make it to first. So the Astros get an extra out due to a ground out that Meacham couldn't handle, and now the batter is Phil Garner. So a big error on Meacham puts Bailey on at first. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The infield is back. I will have to roll a Strat. Strat says a 4, no play. Guidry will pitch. That's a 6-6. That's at the park. Astrodome says 4-5, and that is a blank. We got a rare play. It's an odd number, so we go to the main rare play chart for inside pitch. So let's see what we have. It's going to be a 5-6. Slow roller to the first baseman who possibly bobbles, then possibly throws wild to first. Resolved by rolling against the first baseman error rate, first for the bobble and then for the throw. So it's a slow roller. It's a slow roller to Mattingly. Mattingly's error rating is a 4. So he's got to beat his error rating twice. First, does he bobble it? No, he doesn't. Does he make an error on the throw? No, he doesn't. Nice play by Mattingly. He's got it. He throws it to Guidry covering the bag. That will end the inning as a ground out to first. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Astros. After 2, Astros lead 1-0. A big home run by Glenn Davis puts the Astros on the board. Top of the 3rd inning. Scott will take the mound. Here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson batting 0 for 1. Scott off to a better start than he had in game 1. Scott will pitch. 5-2. That's a walk. That 10 walked him. Henderson will walk with the play, and that puts a big run on first, and that's Henderson. Definitely a stealing threat. And now here's Ken Griffey. Infield goes halfway. Definitely got to see if Henderson steals. He has an 8. An 8 or lower, he will try. And 11, he doesn't. So Mike Scott keeps Henderson at first. So Henderson doesn't get a chance to steal. Scott will pitch. That's a 4-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Griffey will swing. 1-2. And that's a star 1. It's a ground ball to second base. Does they turn the double play? Could be difficult. 0-0-1. And the ground ball's to second. Shortstop is Reynolds. No adjustment. The only way they turn a double play is on a 1. Nope. And Henderson's base running rating's a 5. With the infield halfway, it becomes a 4. That is a 4. Henderson will make it to second. Griffey is out, but there's 1 down. So it kind of works in a way. It kind of worked as a de facto hit and run. So now a runner in scoring position for Don Mattingly. Mattingly is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. Infield is now back. Henderson. In order to steal third, he needs a 4 or lower. And he has a chance to do it. Let's see. 18 and Bailey is a 0. Yeah, I think you do this. Henderson's going to try to steal third. There he goes. The only way he's out is on a 19 or a 20. Bailey fires to third base. And he may have committed an error. Bailey's error rating is a 13. Does he make an error? No, it's a 15. He doesn't. Oh, he did not make an error. But Henderson is safe at third. So now a sacrifice fly could bring him in. No throwing error on Bailey, and Robertson would have had to make a play on it, but Henderson is safe. So now 1 out. The Astros are going to call the infield in. They're going to try to see if maybe they can slow Henderson down. Mattingly's the batter. He's 0 for 0. I will check to see if a strat comes up again. And that 20, Scott's got a chance. He fires to the catcher. Catcher throws to third on a pickoff play. No, Henderson's back. Henderson gets back. Now Scott will pitch to Mattingly. Mike Scott, 6'3", strikeout 12, too high. Mattingly will swing, 1-6. It's a ball at the right field. That is a 19. Against the righty, it's going to be too high. It's going to be a fly ball to right. And that's out number 2. Mattingly's sacrifice fly rating, though, is a 4. Does he bring Henderson in automatically? Yes, he does. Way deep enough. Henderson comes in to score. We're tied at 1. And that steal of third was big. We now have a tie game here on the top of the third. Dave Winfield will now bat. Winfield is 0 for 1. Scott will pitch. And that's a 1-5. And that is a strikeout. 17 is high. Winfield will swing 6-2, and he popped up to second base, and that will end the inning. 1 run on no hits, but 2 stolen bases by Ricky Henderson, and a sacrifice fly ties this game up. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the third. Leading off for the Astros, their pitcher, Mike Scott. Scott batted 153 in 85 as a hitter. Guidry with the pitch. And that is a 4-5. And that against the righty is a blank. Scott actually gets the swing. 3-6. And Scott belts one into left field. That's hit high and well. That's going to bounce off the wall. Mike Scott just got himself a clean double. The pitcher gets into it. Scott hits a double. Leadoff man at second for the Astros. How about Mike Scott getting into it? Scott now at second base. The batter is Bill Doran. The infield is normal. Am I checking for a strat? Yeah, as a matter of fact, Scott does have a chance at a stolen base. His attempt rating is 2. In order to try to steal third, though, he needs a 1. And he don't get it, so he'll stay put. Ron Guidry will pitch. And that is a 6-6. That's at the park. Astrodome says 1-2. That's a star 5. It's a fly out to center field. Out number 1, Scott will stay where he's at for 1 away. And now here's Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 1. Check the strat again. And that is a 1. Let's see here. That's a 1. Scott's got a chance to steal. He's got a stolen base rating of 20. -4 from Guidry, though. A 6 makes it 16. Hassey +1 is a 17. Do I send Mike Scott? Nah. I'll let Reynolds swing away. Scott is on second. Guidry will pitch. 2-5. That's at the park. Astrodome says 3-1. That's a star 1. It's a fly out to left. And Scott again stays where he's at for 2 outs. Maybe I should have had him steal. That could have been a sacrifice fly chance. Here's Denny Walling with 2 outs. Walling 0 for 1. Re-roll the strat again. Not this time. Guidry looking in, and he will pitch. And that's a 6-2. That's a double question mark. Walling a lefty, a 1-2 is an automatic out. The 8 is too high. Walling will swing. And that is a 2-2. And against the lefty, base hit by Denny Walling off of Guidry. That's a single. It's a single past second. Does it score Scott? Yes, it does. Scott's base running's a 2. With 2 outs becomes a 3. He will score from second. The Astros retake the lead, and it's now 2-1. Denny Walling, RBI single, brings in Mike Scott, who doubled. And now it's 2-1 Astros. And now here's Jose Cruz with 2 outs. Walling's got a chance to steal. That 8 is high, though. Guidry will go ahead and pitch to Cruz. And that is a 6-1 hit by pitch. That's 7 too high. Cruz will swing. 2-6. And that's a fly out to center. The inning will end there. 1 run for the Astros on 2 hits. After 3, it's 2-1 Houston. Fourth inning. Andre Robertson coming on to the bat. Robertson is 1 for 1. Astros lead 2-1. Lead this series 3-1. Astros win tonight. It's over. Yankees win tonight. Game 6 tomorrow night. And if that does happen, it'll be Bob Nepper against Phil Niekro. Scott will pitch. And that's a 6-2. Strikeout, 20 is high. Robertson swings 5-3, and he grounds it to third. One down, and here's Ron Hassey. Hassey reached on an error his last time up. Scott with the pitch. 4-5, and that is a blank. Hassey will get a swing at it. 5-4, and he grounds it to second. 2 ground outs. 2 away. And now Willie Randolph. Randolph is 0 for 1. Steeler fan enjoying the game so far. How long will it go? Scott will pitch. And that is a 1-6. That's at the park. Astrodome getting a lot of work. 4-6. And that's going to be a base hit with a possible double for Willie Randolph. He rounds first. It's hit the left. Randolph's got to try for second. His base running rating's a 4. Left fielder is Bass. He has no arm. So a 1-4, Randolph makes second. 5, he holds it first. 6, he is out. He's out of there. Randolph turns the corner, heads for second. Bass throws to second, and he is out. Side retired. Randolph gets a hit, tries to turn it into something, and he is out at second. Kevin Bass guns him down, and the inning is over. What a throw by Bass. Randolph thought he had it, but he is gunned down at second base. No runs, and that does count as a hit. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Kevin Bass. Bass is 0 for 1. Starting the bottom of the 4th. Yankees can't believe it. Thought they might have had a tying run in scoring position. But Bass said, no thank you. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Guidry will pitch. 4-4 against the right-hander switch. That's a blank. Bass will swing. 1-1. Fly out to left. One away, and the batter is Glenn Davis, and he gets a nice hand from the Astrodome crowd. Davis hit a home run his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Guidry will pitch. That is a 2-3 strikeout. The 11 got him, struck him out. Davis an 11 against lefties. That's an 11, and he got him. Ron Guidry wins that battle, and that's only the first strikeout by Guidry. 2 away. Here's Mark Bailey. Bailey reached on an error his first time up. Guidry coming on, and he will deal 4-3, strikeout 12. Got him, struck him out. He gets Bailey on a 12, and that's strikeout number 2 for Guidry, and a 1-2-3 inning for him as well. Nothing there for the Astros. After 4, 2-1, Astros lead. Top of the 5th coming up. Bobby Meacham leads off. Meacham is 0 for 1. Yankees down by 1. Must win or it is over. Scott looking in, still pretty strong. He will pitch. And that is a 6-4. Double question mark. Meacham, a switch hitter from the left side. A 1-10's an automatic out. That's a 3. He got it. And that's going to be a star 5 and a fly out to left. That's the first out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Ron Guidry. He will bat. Guidry using hitting card number 0. Absolutely had no at-bats at all and no hits at all in his lifetime. Scott will pitch. 4-2. That's a strikeout. That 20 got him with no problem at all. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Mike Scott. And now here's Henderson. Henderson walked his last time up, stole a couple of bases, and then scored on a sacrifice fly. He's 0 for 1. Scott will deal. And that's a 5-2. That's a walk, and he will walk Henderson again. He walks Henderson. Henderson will trot down to first, and the batter will be Ken Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 2. If Henderson gets a chance to steal, he's going to do it. You got to get him into scoring position and hope Griffey can get a hit. They need an 8 or lower. They got it. Henderson takes off. It's an 18. He's going to try to steal. An 18 or a 9. The only way he's out is on a 19 or a 20. It's a 3. He makes it standing up. They probably don't even throw, but it's a 3, so he makes it to second base standing up. That is the 3rd stolen base for Henderson. And now he is in scoring position. Now, he would need a 4 or lower to try to get the 3rd, and he doesn't get it, but it doesn't matter. I wasn't going to have him send him anyway. Griffey on a base hit will score him. Henderson on at second. He is now in scoring position. It is up to Griffey to try to get him in. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Pitch from Scott. That is a 6-4. It's a double question mark against the lefty. A 1-10's an automatic out. A left-handed batter, that's a 12. It's too high. Griffey does get to swing. And it's a 3-3, and he grounds it to short. Up with it is Reynolds. Fires to first. Side retired. Nothing across except a walk and a stolen base. Halfway through the game, Astros lead 2-1. Timeout on the field. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Phil Garner leads off for the Astros. Garner is 0 for 1. Guidry still out there. He is pitching. He's okay. He gave up 2 runs, but this time Mike Scott is having a much better game than he did in game 1. Guidry will pitch, and that's a 5-6. That's a strikeout. That 12 is high. Garner will swing 3-6, and it's a star 4. He grounds it to short. And that's out number 1. And now Mike Scott will bat. Scott hit a double his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Guidry with the pitch. And that's a 2-4. That's a blank. Scott gets to swing again. 2-2. This time he grounds it to short as well. Star 4, and he grounds it to short. 2 away, and now Bill Doran. Doran is 0 for 2. Guidry trying to keep the Yankees in it. And here's the pitch. And that's a 5-4. That's a wild pitch. Ball 1. Do it again. 3-2. Home run question mark. Doran, a switch hitter hitting from the right side. A 1-8. The 9 is too high. Doran does not get a chance, but he will swing. And that is a 4-3. And he lifts a fly ball to left field, but it kind of dies out there, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Astros. But they still lead 2-1 here after 5. Al Red Sox fan joins us here at the Astrodome, King of the Hill. The jack of all trades and master of all trades. For those of you who don't know anything about Al Red Sox fan, I'd like to know what universe you've been living in. His is only the best channel on the board. So always check out the awesome, spectacular channel he has. Funny thing is, for those of you wondering, tomorrow I start my new job. So after 1 year, I finally got rehired. So I finally get back to work. So new job tomorrow, but the streams will continue. My job runs 8 to 5. Runs 8 to 5, so I'll still be streaming at night. And for those of you, of course, Al Red Sox fan, if you've not checked which season you want me to do, please check it in my selection show. I haven't seen you yet, but you got until at least till tonight. If you like to choose the next season to see. Yep, got back to work. Trust me, I'm very happy about that. Very happy about it. Top of the 6th, Mike Scott will pitch to Donnie Baseball. Mattingly is 0 for 1. And you have a choice of seasons you want me to do. One of the seasons you want me to do there, Al. Just check it out in the selection show video and make your choice there. Voting will continue at least through tomorrow. Yeah, and G. Puck joins us here at the Astrodome. Scott with the pitch. 3-2. That's a range play. Mattingly will swing 6-5. It's a fly ball to center field. Cruz's range is a 3. Does he make this catch? Yes, he does. Cruz is there again on a range play check. He makes it. Out number 1. He takes a hit away from Mattingly. Astros are doing a great job in the field. Here's Dave Winfield. Winfield 0 for 2. Scott with the pitch. 4-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Winfield will swing. 2-1 against the righty. That's a base hit past second base. Winfield will hold it first, and he gets a single. Yankees get a man on. Yankees are trying to hold on for this series. Yankees win tonight. Game 6 will be back in the Bronx tomorrow. If not, we will have our recap show tomorrow night instead. Here's Andre Robertson. Robertson is 1 for 2. Infield is halfway. I am rolling a strat. And that is a 7. Nothing happening. Scott will pitch. And that's a 1-5. It's a strikeout. The 17 is high. Robertson will swing. 6-3. Grounded to short. Do they turn the double play? 2-0. 3. Second base Doran is a 0. A 1-3. They'll turn the double play. It's a 1. Yes, they do. Shortstop to second to first, double play. Inning over. 6-4-3. No runs and a hit for the Yankees. It stays 2-1 Astros. As Scott gets the twin killing. And Ron Guidry coming back on the mound, shaking his head, says, geez, what do we got to do here to get some runs? Bottom of the 6th. Craig Reynolds leads off for the Astros. Reynolds is 0 for 2. Guidry looking on. And here's the pitch. And that's a 3-6. Strikeout 9. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Reynolds. Strikeout number 3 for Guidry. Yankee bullpen beginning to warm up. Guidry due to bat 4th. They may have to go to the bullpen. Here's Denny Walling. Walling 1 for 2. Had an RBI single his last time up. 1 out. Pitch from Guidry. 4-1. Strikeout. 20 is way out of the park. Walling will swing. 6-3. That's a ball hit to right field. That is an 11. Against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Denny Walling. Walling gets a double off of Guidry. 1 out double. Astros have a runner in scoring position, and that will bring up Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2, but he's made 2 good plays in center field so far today. Yeah, I wonder about that. How do you think about LeBron James owning a piece of the Red Sox now? I actually saw that, and I kind of smiled, but I don't know how you feel about the man. But I know you love your Red Sox like I love my Mets. Walling on its second. Cruz at the plate. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. Strat says 12-0. Guidry will pitch to Cruz. Walling at second. A big run for the Astros. Let's see what happens. 4-2 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's going to be a star. It's going to be a star 4. A ground ball to short. The throw will go to first for out number 2. Walling's base running rating's a 3. A 1-3, he gets the third. No, he stays where he's at. So Walling will stay at second base. And the batter now is Kevin Bass. Bass is 0 for 2. 2 outs now. Walling still at second. Strat says a 7. Nothing happening. Guidry looking on. Fans here at the Astrodome want Bass to come through with a big hit. Here's the pitch from Guidry. 6-4. Strikeout. 17 is high. Bass will swing. 3-5. Line drive to third base. Caught by Robertson. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Astros as Houston is unable to get Walling in. After 6, 2-1 Astros. The Astros are 9 outs away from winning the championship. Mike Scott is due to bat 4th. They're going to see if he can go and get this inning. He's got 3 batters left before he is tired. Ron Hassey leads off for the Yankees against Scott. Mike Scott's pitched a good game today, a much better game than he did in the game 1. Hassey is 0 for 1. Top of the 7th. Scott will pitch. That is a 2-1. That's a blank. Hassey will swing. 1-2 against the righty. Base hit past short. Hassey will get to first base. Leadoff runner on for the Yankees. Now the batter is Willie Randolph. Randolph is 1 for 2. Hassey definitely not a threat to do anything, but Scott still has a pickoff chance. And that 2 is not, and there's nothing there. Infield halfway. Scott on it, Hassey on it first. Randolph the batter now. Randolph 1 for 2. Pitch from Scott. 6-6, wild pitch, the 15, possible pass ball, and we got to check Bailey. Bailey's pass ball rating is a 2. No, it gets past him. Bailey couldn't make the play. Hassey goes to second. Tying run, scoring position on a PB. On a pass ball and jelly. Hassey goes to second on the pass ball. Bailey couldn't corral it. It was a good pitch by Scott, but a tough play by Bailey. Now that takes the double play away, and now you got to run at scoring position. Well, I'll be rooting for the Mets this year, my fellow DeGrom. I didn't think you liked him. I didn't think you did there, Al. Randolph will try again. We'll re-roll the strat. That is an 8, nothing happening. Scott will pitch. And that's a 4-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Randolph will swing. 6-4, fly ball to right field. That's out number 1. Hassey's base running rating is a 1. The only way he gets to third is on a 1. And that is a 5. He stays where he's at. If it came up a 6, it would have rolled the white die as well after that. 1 out. And the batter now is Bobby Meacham. Tying run at second base. Meacham, the batter. This could be Scott's last hitter. 1 out. I will check the strat. And that is a 4, nothing happening. Scott will pitch to Meacham. 6-6. Another wild pitch. That's a 12. And Hassey's going to go to third. Mike Scott throws it to the backstop. And now the tying run is 90 feet away. A pass ball and now a wild pitch. And now Hassey's at third. Now what do you do here? 1 out. The Astros are now going to call the infield in, which pretty much prevents Hassey from trying to score with a base running rating of 1. Mike Scott, he's not. This is his fatigue batter. He's going to pitch to him. Scott's going to pitch to Meacham, runner at third. Fans here a little nervous. 0 for 2 is Meacham. Infield is in. Let's check the strat. That's a 14, nothing happening. Scott ready to deal. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's at the park. Astrodome says 5-3. Ground ball to first. Hassey with a base running rating of 1. With the infield in, he has no chance to score. It'll be taken by Walling, 2 outs. And Hassey has to hold. So Hassey stays at third base. Now we have a pinch hitter coming in for Guidry, as that's going to be it for him. And the pitcher is due up. So Ron Guidry coming out of the game. And it has to be the most at bats. It'll be Don Baylor. Don Baylor will come in and pinch hit. Baylor will pinch hit. Now the infield is back. They're going to keep Mike Scott is due to bat fourth. I think if you're bringing another pitcher here, I think you're going to waste it. And they're going to go. But the only thing you got to worry about is that 4-6. It's a blank. It would be a hit. And they're going to stick with Scott to get one more batter. Mike Scott's going to stay in there to get Baylor. 2 outs. They're not going to take him out. They're going to see if he can get Baylor and then bring in the pitchers, the bullpen. Big chance here for the Yankees. Ron Hassey tying run at third. Don Baylor pinch hitting. Fans here are loud. This place is jumping. They want Scott to finish this game out right. I will check a strat, see if anything happening. No. Now the pitch from Scott. It's a 3-1 home run question mark. Baylor a righty, a 1-11. The 18 is too high, but Baylor does get to swing. Baylor swings the bat. 3-1, star 3. He grounds it to first. Walling's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself. Side retired. And the Astros get out of it. No runs, a hit, a pass ball, and a wild pitch. And it's still 2-1 Astros. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Astros lead 2-1. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. If the World Series ends tonight, the 1985 recap show will be tomorrow. I ask all you guys to join me, and we'll talk about the season. We'll take a look pretty much at the whole book and see what we liked in the season, what we didn't like. Of course, some of it was payoff pitch, and some of it was inside pitch. If the World Series does not end tonight, Game 6 will be tomorrow at the Bronx. It would be Bob Nepper going up against Phil Niekro. Bottom of the 7th. Dave Little joins us here at the Astrodome. Glenn Davis leads off again for the Astros. The Yankees need a new pitcher. They will bring in a right-hander. Because Davis does not hit the righties as well as the lefties. And they're going to go with Brian Fisher. Brian Fisher will come on and pitch for the Yankees here at bottom of the 7th. 2-1 Astros. Yankees look like they threatened to get a run, but just can't do it. Here's Davis. Davis is 1 for 2. Hit a home run in the second inning. Fisher with the pitch, 5-4. That's a range play. Davis will swing, 1-2. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Randolph. His range is a 2. Yes, he'll make the play. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 1. Nice play by Willie Randolph. Davis tips his cap to Randolph on a nice play. Here's Mark Bailey. Bailey is 0 for 1. Reached on an error in the second inning. Fisher's pitch, 6-4. That's also a range play. Bailey will swing, 4-1. That's a base hit past short, but the ball is hit to Meacham. He has a chance to make a play. His range is a 1. Yes, he's got it. What a play by Meacham. He gets the 1. Throws to first, out number 2. Oh, the Yankees getting a little bit of leather now in the field. And now here's Phil Garner. Garner is 0 for 2. Fisher will pitch. That's a 6-3. Strikeout. 15 is high. Garner takes a swing at the ball. 6-6, and he flies out to right. A nice job by Brian Fisher, although he got a lot of help in that one on some good defense by Willie Randolph and Meacham. After 7, 2-1 Astros. The Astros 6 outs away from the championship. Top of the 8th inning. The Yankees have Henderson, Griffey, and Mattingly coming up. And they're going to let Mike Scott pitch to Henderson, even though he is tired. But they're going to let him pitch to Henderson because Henderson does not hit righties as well as lefties. And they got a lefty ready to come in, Jeff Calhoun ready. They're going to let Mike Scott pitch to Henderson, see if he can get him out. 2-1 Astros, top of the 8th. Scott says he wants to pitch to Henderson. Let's see if we made the right call. Scott, 4-3. That's an error on a throw. Henderson swings, 2-1. It's going to be a base hit to left field. That's a single for Henderson. The leadoff man is on. There's no throwing error because there's no runners on base, so Henderson holds, and the Yankees get the tying run aboard. That will bring up Ken Griffey, and that will be it for Scott. So Mike Scott leaves the game with a chance to get the win, and now the Astros will turn it to the bullpen. They're going to bring up the lefty, Jeff Calhoun. Jeff Calhoun will pitch to Griffey. Henderson, a definite stealing threat, of course. Infield is halfway. Henderson has an 8. -1 from Calhoun, a 7. A 1-7, Henderson will steal. 1-9, possible hit and run. And that is a 3. There goes Henderson. 18 -1 is 17. Bailey, a 1-17. Henderson steals second. He is safe. And the tying run is in scoring position. 4th stolen base for Ricky Henderson. He's doing it on his own. 4 stolen bases. And now Henderson, a chance to steal 3rd. He needs a 4 or lower to try to steal 3rd. He does have that chance. Do you try it again? No. I'll let Griffey swing. Henderson's in scoring position. He doesn't need to steal third, I don't think. Henderson's going to stay at second. Calhoun will pitch to Griffey. A base hit here should score Henderson. 2-1 Astros. Top of the eighth. Pitch from Calhoun. And that's a 6-2. It's a walk. That 10 is too high. Griffey gets to swing. It's a 6-4 ground ball to first. And that ball is taken by Walling. He'll take it himself. Out number 1. Henderson goes to third anyway. Tying run at third base. As my chat have their biting their nails off in the chat. Now the batter is Donnie Baseball. Mattingly does not hit lefties as well as righties. Calhoun will pitch to him. The infield is going to be in. They're going to play the infield in, which makes Henderson's base running rating a 3 on a grounder. And I still may send him. Calhoun will pitch. We'll first see if there's anything on the strat. That is a 7. The answer is no. Calhoun will pitch to Mattingly. That is a 4-1. Error on a grounder. Mattingly will swing. 2-6. It's a base hit to center field. This game is tied. Tie game by Don Mattingly. An error on a grounder. The ball is hit to Cruz. His error rating is an 11. That's an 11, and it's going to get by Cruz. It's going to be extra bases. Mattingly automatically will make second on the grounder. Henderson will score. He will score. Mattingly's base running rating is a 3. Cruz has no arm. A 1-3. Mattingly's going to get to third. He does not. He holds it second. It gets a 4. Mattingly holds it second on the error. A base hit by Mattingly brings in Henderson. It's an E8 on Cruz, which puts Mattingly in scoring position. It's tied at 2. Sports Time Machine joins us here at the Astrodome as he says, Yankees section cheers. Yay! Astros section groans. Ugh. Mattingly, RBI single, tied at 2. The batter now is Dave Winfield. Winfield hits lefties a little worse. Calhoun's going to stay out there. A tough way not to get a decision for Mike Scott. Winfield 1 for 3. And the infield is back and still only one out here in the top of the 8th. Donnie Baseball comes through with a huge clutch hit. Oh, yeah, first exciting. Yeah, okay, Bob B. Yeah, sure. Mattingly on at second. Of course, Bob B now joins us here at the Astrodome. Mattingly on at second. Calhoun will pitch to Mattingly. We now have a tie game. I will check the strat. 12, nothing happening. Calhoun will pitch to Winfield. That's a 6-4. Strikeout plus, got him. Struck him out. He gets Winfield. Out number 2. And now the dangerous Andre Robertson. Robertson 1 for 3. Mattingly at second, the go-ahead run. 2 outs now. Checking the strat. That's a 9. No play. Calhoun will pitch to Robertson. Looking on. Fans here at the Astrodome can't believe it. SDG Replays joins us here at the Astrodome. Calhoun will pitch. 4-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Robertson will swing. 2-6. Grounder right back to Calhoun. He's got it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. But the Yankees, 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error, second error by the Astros. We go to the bottom of the 8th. This game is tied at 2. For the Astros, simple, win, and it's all over. For the Yankees, simple, win, and they still have life. Pinch hitter coming up for the Astros, as that's it for Calhoun. Jerry Mumphrey will be the pinch hitter. The Yankees will bring in another right-hander. And they're going to go. Nope, actually, they're going to keep. They'll keep Fisher out there. What am I doing? They should keep Fisher. They're going to keep Fisher out there. Brian Fisher will stay out there. No need to change him. He's only pitched to 7 batters. He's only pitched to 3 batters. So he still has batters left. So Brian Fisher will pitch to Mumphrey. Or do they want to? No. You know what? Hold on a minute. Got to play chess against myself here. They're going to stick with the righty. They'll keep Brian Fisher in there. Fisher will pitch to Mumphrey. Mumphrey hits righties a little better, but the Astros are looking at Bill Doran and Reynolds on the due up. Tied at 2, bottom of the 8th. Fisher with the pitch. 3-1 at the park. Astrodome will say 2-1. That's a star 6 and a fly out to right. Out number 1. Mumphrey goes down, and now the batter is Doran. Doran is 0 for 3. Fisher will pitch to him. That's a 1-6. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. Doran now 0 for 4 tonight. 2 outs. And now here's Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 3. Fisher looking on. He will pitch to Reynolds. Tied at 2. Pitch from Fisher. 1-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Reynolds does get to swing. 4-6. Star 6. He flies out to right. A 1-2-3 inning for Fisher. After 8. Still tied at 2. Will we see some top of the 9th inning magic? Tied at 2. Kind of like the game you'd expect in an elimination game. Ron Hassey is the leadoff batter for the Yankees. The Astros are going to go with another lefty. And they're going to send out Frank DePino. Hassey hits lefties worse than right-handers. And they're going to keep Hassey in the game. They'd rather have him in there and have Butch Weiniger for another try. Frank DePino will now come on to pitch. Saving Dave Smith. But Dave Smith is ready in case DePino gets into some trouble. DePino with the pitch. That's a 5-6. It's a blank. Hassey will swing. 6-1. Ground ball to short. Up with it. There is Reynolds. Fires to first. Out number 1. One man down, and the batter now is Willie Randolph. Now DePino is going to come out. And the Astros will bring in another pitcher. And this time they'll bring in Julio Solano. Solano will pitch to Randolph now. Randolph hits righties not as well as lefties. 1 out. Solano with the pitch. 5-6 against the righty. Strikeout 7. That's too high. Randolph will swing. 6-6. He grounds it back to Solano, who tosses it to first. Out number 2. And now Bobby Meacham. Meacham is 0 for 3 tonight. Solano will pitch. That's a 6-6. Strikeout 11. Got him. Struck him out. Side retired. Nothing across for the Yankees in the top of the 9th. Will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Denny Walling is the leadoff batter. Brian Fisher is gonna pitch to Walling. At least I think he's gonna pitch to Walling. Let me see something here. Yeah, he's gonna pitch to Walling. This will be Fisher's 7th batter. He will be tired after this one. So they're gonna go with Brian Fisher to pitch to Walling. The only problem is Walling hits home runs off of righties, none off of lefties. But they're going to have Fisher pitch to Walling. Bottom of the 9th, 2-2. A run here gives the Astros the championship. Fisher with the pitch. 6-4. Range play. Walling will swing. 2-2. Against the righty, it's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Randolph. His range is a 2. No, he can't get it, and the championship winning run is on. Walling gets his 3rd hit of the game, and he's safe at second as the ball got past Randolph. And now the batter is Jose Cruz. That's it for Fisher. The Yankees know they have no choice. They have to bring out Rags. So here's Dave Righetti to try to keep this a 2-2 game. Championship run on first. The infield is halfway. Walling does have some steal ability. As after further review with Steve Tower joins us here at the Astrodome. Walling at first. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 2. There is nobody out. The infield is halfway. Cruz the batter. The Yankees are going with Rags. They have no choice. They have to. I am rolling a strat. That is a 17, nothing happening. Righetti will pitch. That's a 5-2. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Cruz will swing. 1-5. Base hit past second base. It's a single for Cruz. Single for Cruz. Walling's base running rating is a 3. Single past second. He will make third. The winning run, the championship run, 90 feet away. And the crowd here is going absolute crazy right now. The infield has to come in. No choice. The Astros, runners at the corners, nobody out, and the batter is Kevin Bass. Bass is 0 for 3. A base hit gives the Astros the championship. The infield is in. The Astrodome is jumping up and down, going nuts. They got 3 outs to try to get the run in. Another Yankee hater in the chat. Okay. Don't I have any Yankee fans in the chat? My mom is laughing, by the way, guys. Runners at the corners. Dave Righetti trying to keep this 2-2. Bottom of the ninth. Nobody out. The infield is in. I am rolling a strat. That is a 5. No play. Could this be the final pitch of this replay? Righetti with the pitch. It's a 6-6. Strikeout. One. Got him. Struck him out. Oh, he got Bass. Big strikeout by Righetti. 1 out. And now the batter is Glenn Davis. And Davis kills left-handed pitching. The infield is still in. They're not going to take a chance on a double play. Even though a double play would pretty much be automatic with Randolph and Meacham. Glenn Davis's double play rating's a 4, nothing from Righetti, but the infield halfway would make it a 5, and both Randolph and Meacham at +1s is 6. It would be an automatic double play. You know what? They're going to call off the infield in and make it infield halfway. A grounder is going to be an automatic double play no matter where it goes. No matter where it goes. Because Davis has a double grounder 4, nothing from Righetti. Infield halfway is 5. The only way it's not a double play automatic if it's grounded at the plate. And the only way that's going to happen is just off the ballpark card. Now watch what happens. They're going to try for 2. A grounder will be an automatic double play. Walling on at third. Cruz at first. I will roll the strat. And that is a 15, nothing happening. Righetti ready to deal. Fans here at the Astrodome are going nuts. Here's the pitch from Righetti. It's a 2-4. It's a possible error. Oh no. Davis will swing. It's a 4-5, and it's going to be a hit one into left field. That's going to be a double. It's over. It's over. Glenn Davis smacks a double to left. Walling comes in to score. It's over. They maul him at the plate. It's over. Astros win it. They win it all. A 4-5 is a double to left. I don't even have to check if it's an error. It doesn't matter. Walling comes in. Righetti leaves, and they are killing them all at the plate. And they all come in. They're mobbing the field. They're crushing them all over it. The fans are going absolute nuts. They're all over. They get it. An RBI double wins it for the Astros in the bottom of the ninth inning. Walk-off. Championship run. Astros win 3-2. They win the World Series 4-1. The Houston Astros. The Houston Astros are your 1985 World Series champions. They have done it. They have done it. They have beaten the Yankees 4-1. An RBI double by Glenn Davis. Scores Walling. 1 run on 3 hits. I don't even have to roll. It was an error. It was a possible error. I don't even have to roll for that. It doesn't matter. And the Astros win it all. 3-2. Final line score coming up. Don't go away. For the Astros, 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. For the Yankees, 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Julio Solano actually picks up the win. He gets the win in this game. Dave Righetti takes the loss, and there's no save as the Houston Astros have defeated the New York Yankees 3-2. The Astros pull it off here and are going absolutely nuts. The dome foam is flowing. Give me a moment. I'll give you the MVP. Gordon was 0 for 3, so he was 17 for 48. Walling was 3 for 4, so he was 23 for 61. Does he get it? $377. Very close. It's a tough call for MVP. It's a tough call for MVP, but it's a tough call. Denny Walling and Phil Garner both finished with .378 batting averages, so they are the highest average. However, Walling has more hits overall, but of course he had more at bats. But believe it or not, he's going to get the hitting MVP. There's no doubt about it. So Denny Walling going 3 for 4 tonight. He's going to get the hitting MVP for the Astros, as I'll make him the MVP as a hitter. But for the overall MVP, believe it or not, and you may think I'm nuts, but the Astros had 13 wins in this postseason, and Dave Smith saved 7 of them. So my pitching MVP is going to be Dave Smith. He saved 7 of those 13 wins. Bring infield in and go from there. Well, it didn't matter because it was an error chance. It wouldn't have mattered. It was an error chance. So, and it was a clean double no matter who. That was a clean double, Bob, no matter who was on the mound. So Denny Walling is going to be the hitting MVP, and Dave Smith is going to be the pitching MVP. He had 7 saves in the postseason. I think that gives him the recognition for that. So Walling and Smith are your MVPs. They get it. As the Houston Astros are your 85 World Series champions, and that brings my 1985 replay to a close. which means you now have the rest of the night tonight and the day tomorrow to make your choices for my next season, which I'll start April 5th. All right. And then I'll tally up the votes, and we'll have the season recap show tomorrow night, and I'll also reveal the next season that'll be done in Inside Pitch. Steeler fan, does the Astros winning this World Series finally make you forgive Bill Swift for that no-hitter in 1994? I think you should finally forgive Bill Swift. I think you do. I think you do. No, you still don't want to give Bill Swift any credit. Poor guy. All he did was no-hit you out of the playoffs in 1994. Come on, you won the World Series. You just won the championship of 85, which I'll be honest, this was one team I did not have picked to win this whole thing. I didn't. I had the Dodgers actually all the way. I actually thought the Dodgers had the best team in the playoffs, and I was very surprised. I actually had the Dodgers. I really did. I really, really did, guys. Bob B, Steeler fan, Dave Little, G Puck. After further review with Steve Tower. Let's see here. Bob's Tabletop Sports, Sports Time Machine. Al, Red Sox fan. Thank you all for joining me. Bob's Tabletop. Yep, I got y'all. Bob's Tabletop. Thank you for joining me here for this game. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay smart. Stay strong. We will see you tomorrow night. We will see you tomorrow night for our season recap and our next season reveal show tomorrow night at about the same time. Houston Astros beat the New York Yankees 3-2. Astros 4-1 over the Yankees. The Houston Astros are your 1985, God, I'm darn breath, 1985 World Series champions. See you guys tomorrow night. Take care.